morning, bird brains. Didn't see you there. Right now I'm just cleaning up my helmet, you know, getting all the dead bugs and junk off of it. Waiting for Team Bradley to head over to my place. We're actually going to be heading over to the normal meetup spot, same one as the at the old house. And from there we're going to be meeting up with a few others of the OG crew, as well as just some other subscribers. Then we're going to go take a ride in the hill country before ending at the Guardians of the Children fundraiser out at Javelina, Harley Davidson. If you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you know I like doing work with the Guardians of the Children. I'm not a member, so don't get confused with that. The president of the San Antonio chapter is what I consider a close friend of mine. He was also my realtor, but I do everything I can in my power to go support him. So should be a good day. I believe they're going to have a stunt show out there. I know I said that last video, and then it turned out there wasn't one. Well, there was, but it happened after we left. But this time it should happen while we're still there. And got the helmet all set up. I got the drone charged and ready to go. I got this camera charged and ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up and we'll get on the road.
And here we are, guys. We ended up with 4 bikes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hasso, Uncle Ken, and Team Bradley, who we were gonna connect Cena's, and then he just walked off into the restroom. Once we connect Cena's, you should be able to hear all 3 of them. Now that's got my fancy recorder here, but you know how Cena works. It's kind of hit or miss. So check back in a few seconds. Don't put your balls on my tank, asshole.
Asshole?
No!
6.5 hours later.
Yeah, so they're still working that out. I brought my Kimimoto helmet bag today. One thing I kind of talked about last episode when I went to the Texas Hills cycle show is it's so hard to carry around a helmet and carry around all the gear and try to get a good shot. So I got my bag here, so I'm going to put my helmet in this bag when I get to there, and I'll strap it down basically how it's strapped down now. That way I can carry all my camera gear and have my hands free and be able to focus on getting a good video for you guys, as opposed to worrying about carrying my helmet and it not getting stolen. Alright, back to the Cena circle. Oh, by the way, to add to this conversation, I'm using Miss Bird's Cena because the last time I used it, it died, and Nat will not come back on. It just will not. And apparently, it's a common issue, now that I've looked into it on the forums, that if they die and you don't charge them, like within 24 hours, they just don't work anymore.
Intercom found.
Hit your center button. One time.
Intercom found.
Hello?
There we go.
There we go.
You there?
Number 2.
Right on.
That was the quickest I think we've ever done it. I'm the good luck guy. What do you say? What I
That is true. I mean,
It only took me an hour of searching YouTube videos to find that video.
right.
See what happens when you have an IT guy here?
Okay. The IT guy who doesn't completely remember how to utilize his Cena.
It was just his presence.
Does everybody have gas?
I just filled up.
I just filled up.
Alright.
I'm the only one you got to worry about. You got about 105 miles.
Yeah, we shouldn't be anywhere near that limit.
Take it to the limit.
Alright, y'all ready?
About as ready as you'll ever be.
Alright, so what order are we going out in? I'm third.
1,
2, 3,
4.
and he's in 4th.
Alright.
This is what I'm getting. To the
This one
left.
right here?
Those are really nice.
Yeah. I like that color too.
Yep.
I'll be honest. I initially started looking at those, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna pay 10 grand more to get the same stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's built here in Texas, right? So that makes it better.
Oh, I didn't say there's anything wrong with them.
Yeah. They're built 30 miles from here and they're 10 grand more. That makes sense.
Yeah, totally. Because they gotta, once they build them, they gotta ship them to China first, right?
I don't know about Tundras, but I know Dodges, they cross the border, I think, 13 times during manufacturing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cheaper to like put a part on here, put them on a train, ship them over there. They do some work, they ship them back over here.
I believe the Challengers are built in Canada, but the Hemis are built in Mexico.
That makes sense. Yeah, the Camaros are built in Canada as well.
That's so weird.
See, David, we're not that much different.
No.
It's not weird to think that that's cheaper
To do all of that.
to make it,
Yeah.
you know, a dozen trips.
We should put some spinner rims on your minivan.
It's a crossover.
It's not.
Okay, it's a station wagon, but
Does it have the sliding doors on the side?
no.
Oh, okay. So basically, it's a minivan without the actual convenience of a minivan.
Wouldn't that be a station wagon?
I
mean, I
feel
have
like it's too tall for a station
I
wagon.
have the third row of seats that fold up. It'd be dope if they faced the rear like the old station wagons used
Oh
to.
God. Where you could make faces at the cars behind you.
Yeah, and that way you can see your death coming as you get rear-ended on the highways here in San Antonio. I mean, I wonder why they got rid of that feature.
Who knows? I'm curious how they're protecting that with the new mid-engine Camaro or mid-engine Corvette. Because if I'm not mistaken, the last mid-engine that GM produced was the 80s Fiero. That every time they got even touched on the bumper, they caught fire and blew up.
I said, well, that's a problem.
It can be, yeah.
Only if you can hit.
Only if you get booed for dominance.
Boop for dominance.
You should double boop them.
Damn it, David. We got rid of Donnie for this ride, but now you're back there with the stock-ass headlight.
I know, right?
Almost had all LEDs.
I'm taking donations, you know. Hey, it's hard, man. What's the car like, man? Motorcycle?
Oh, trust me.
It's hard to support that habit.
I know it better than anybody.
Oh, dead squirrel. Nobody called it out.
If you get f***ed up by a dead squirrel, then
Did I kill the squirrel?
that's just evolution.
I got a buddy who's a FedEx driver, and he tallies up the animals that he hits every day.
Oh, wow.
Does he have
drives-
different point systems, like cats and dogs are worth more?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't asked him about that.
I'd be curious of that.
He drives in rural New York, I think, Pennsylvania,
Oh, yeah.
somewhere up there. So he's always talking about hitting turkeys and vultures and
Raccoons.
deer and raccoons and all sorts of shit.
I just want to point out how nice and slow and quiet we're being through this little town, since I had a comment on one of the last videos about how we race through town and play our music.
What
It was Medina, I think, was the town.
was that me and you?
No, it was, damn it, what ride was it? I want to say it was the ride before the accident. And someone commented, like, I wish you guys would slow down and through Medina and not blare your music or something like that.
I must have missed that one, man.
I'm sure you did, since, you know, you didn't rip them to pieces verbally and emotionally.
It smells so good out here.
It does. Speaking of, gotta get the smells, you know?
Do everyone's visor lift?
I have to say, like, that's in the top 3 things of why I love riding motorcycles. Is like when you come through an area like this, it's just just getting all the smells in. I wish that smell-o-vision was a thing for multiple reasons.
I don't know. I might have to stop watching porn.
That's why I said for multiple reasons. I think that'd be kind of cool because, like, you know, I watch people riding in like New York, and I know, oh sweet, they redid them.
Oh, nice!
Yes!
Oh, wow!
I was so upset when I saw they had painted them because I thought they were just, you know, painting them primer gray. That's dope. That makes me happy. My day is made.
Worth it.
But anyways, yeah, like, I see people riding in New York, but I would like to know what New York smells like.
My daughter says it smells like pee.
I'd believe that. I would expect that it wouldn't be pleasant.
A Western Paris is what my aunt calls it, because Paris is known for smelling like this.
Ew.
Yeah, my daughter, she's been to New York City several times to see some Broadway shows, and she says it smells like feet and piss.
I will say, when I went to Vegas, there was a heavy urine smell quite a few times. People are just gross, man. You got gross people wherever you go.
I have that to look forward to at the end of June.
I can't handle being gross, man. I even showered this morning knowing that I'm going to come out here, sweat my ass off on the bike.
Oh, yeah.
Did you shower last
like
night?
twice a day.
Yes.
Oh, wow. See, I showered last night right before we went out to dinner. I didn't shower this morning because I knew I was going to be so utterly disgusting.
I wouldn't have showered this morning had I showered last night, but I got home late.
Brad
Now,
showers more than any human being I've ever met.
It is twice a day.
I used to share a wall with his bathroom, so I can attest to that.
We filled in the glory hole.
Yeah, this dude's hauling ass. 35? This is it El Camino?
Yeah.
Dope.
El Caminos are so superior to Rancheros.
I'm just super shocked they didn't bring him back.
Oh, I'd buy one.
They brought him back in Australia, but you know my car sells for like $75,000 in Australia?
Wow, they're pretty much dollar for dollar with us, too.
That's insane.
All right, so how much would it cost to ship it there?
Right?
Yeah. Well, it had to be right-hand drive.
It wouldn't have to be. You can sell it as a collectible.
I don't think they do that in Australia, though.
I bet you they do. I bet you somebody with money knows how to get around all that.
To my Australian subscribers, tell Uncle Ken how wrong he is, and if he's not wrong, just don't comment.
Look, money talks. We all know that.
Yeah, because I know in the U.S. it has to be X amount of years old before you can do that. I think it's 20 years
20,
old.
I was going to say 20, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was a big issue with the Nissan Skyline.
That's why every fanboy is so excited for the R34s, I think. I think they turn 20 next year or something like that. I'm not an import guy, so I'm not going to act like I know what I'm talking about.
I saw one. I guess it was, I don't know, maybe earlier this year, last year maybe.
There's quite a few R32s around town, which look fairly similar. God, those houses are freaking ridiculous.
All that white privilege up there.
Yeah. I'm really surprised that we haven't had more unsubs from the white privilege jokes. But when we say African American ignition switch, that's when people lose their minds.
I know, right?
There's a big bump somewhere between here and the bridge, so watch the cars. I think it might have been.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Oh, that kind of hurt.
Must only be in that left track.
Yeah. You want to be taking a left at this stop sign. God damn it, my beard hairs are all f***ed up. We had a guy in the railroad that is really weird. He'd call everybody daddy. Like, that was like his nickname. Not in like a sexual way, but
doesn't
just...
matter.
Yeah, I agree, but I just wanted to set that. But he...
Somebody want to go? There we go.
Yeah, someone make a choice. But that was kind of like his... instead of saying buddy or guy, that's what he would say is daddy. And he was always kind of loud and obnoxious. So we'd roll up to a job, and he'd go to inspect the track and see how bad it was. And he'd come back and he'd be like, "Hey, it's all up, daddy." You'd hear that show on the radio. We would just crack up. So that kind of became our thing.
Hey, horsey, how you doing, horsey?
Hey.
All right, y'all be dicks.
More horsies. Look at the horsies.
That, and then we had this white guy on our crew from Lavernia. That dude was probably one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life. His saying was, "Broke did it." So every time we'd find something that was messed up, he goes, "Hey, it's all broke did it."
Better than daddy.
And then we started combining it to say, "Hey, it's all broke did it, daddy." It's all f***ed up. Supermoto stop. Woo! That would have sick if I'd have caught the asphalt. Broken my knee.
You notice how good the scene is sound?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
This guy.
Dude, no crackling or anything.
I hadn't noticed that until you just said that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Hey, no charge for this stuff either, guys. Don't worry about it. It's on me.
Man, I want that freaking property. Look at that big ass building out there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's in it, but I could make it cool.
Fill it up with Mopars. Yeah. And Harley.
Half cars, half motorcycles.
Wait, I mean,
Yep.
did you say more cars or Mopars?
Mopars, baby.
Because one's a junkyard. And one's a garage.
All right, people, roast them for that.
Well, Consumer Report says.
They're all equal. They might as well start taking the role of the Sprint commercials.
Consumer Report, yeah, I do need a wipe. Let me borrow that real quick.
I will say that the 2014 Camaro won J.D. Power's lasting or long-term quality award last year, so throw that out there. Not that anyone gives a shit, but...
All right, weird art guy lives on the right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Super weirdo. Either that or it's someone who has a lot of money who knows a super weirdo.
That's still a weird art guy.
That's true. Right there is actually where I filmed a couple of the That's where I filmed the shots for Mia for the outro. That's also where I took the pictures of this bike once I got the fairing on it. Fun fact.
Tag the location.
What? There's no historical marker there?
Yeah. Come on, text Dot, where you at?
Dude, I think it'd be awesome, going back to that art guy, is have a bunch of land with like a bunch of trees like this and shit, and have someone build a giant pyramid head from Silent Hill.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Did we lose David already?
Nope, they're back there.
Okay.
I still see a shitty headlight.
I took one turn semi-quick, so. I like this road. It's not like those shitty roads we took to the Texas Hill show. That was stupid. I'm so glad it was just me and you though, because if we had taken a group down that road,
It's been embarrassing.
yeah. Hey Brad, remember that ride where we took that road and I was like, these people are never riding with me again?
Yeah.
It was like that, but for about 40 miles.
Oh,
It was terrible, dude.
because ours is only what, like a mile and a half, 2
Yeah,
miles?
it was like 2 or 3 miles. It wasn't long at all, but I'd like to take the car down this road. Cattle guard. Oh yeah, how many cattle guards did we go over on that road?
Oh,
Like 57?
at least.
My bike pulls to the left. It always has too, so don't freaking comment that my bars are not straight, because that has nothing to do with it. Damn, 3-car garage.
That's a nice house.
God, I would love a 3-car garage.
oh yeah.
I can only imagine how freaking amazing it would be. Now that I have a decent sized 2-car and I've got plenty of room, like a 3-car would be just orgasmic. There was one house that we looked at that had a bigger garage than our current one. The house is about the same size, but the driveway was like that. Like there was absolutely no way you were getting a car in there. Speaking of big shit, what was that that bed you were talking about, Ken? An Alaska King or something?
Oh,
like
the
that?
Alaska King. Yeah.
You said it was what, 10 by 10?
Yep.
Ow! Ow!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey.
Hey! Yeah, 10 by 10 or something like that.
Yep.
That's half the size of my garage, or a quarter of the size of my garage. That's stupid.
Yeah, sheets for that thing are like 100
I think
plus.
we need to take that. Is this one of those 2-way access roads?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because they're just signed facing this way, so. Alright. Good. A ton of bikers, holy shit. Oh, watch out, it's a Hemi.
I love the sound of a Hemi in the morning.
Why are we slowing down?
Because everyone is in the left lane and not passing.
Yeah, and slowing down.
Let's slow it down a
Bunch
little
of
bit.
SUVs. Gotta do it. You're not gonna make it, man. Maybe we will. Oh.
It's a Chevy passing a Dodge, man. It's
Come
a
on,
guarantee.
Hemi, don't let that happen. Come on. We got a law-abiding Hemi driver over here.
Technically not, because he's in the left lane and not passing, so
And riding the shit out of his brakes.
Somebody's pulling over.
not a good spot. What the actual
God damn
is going
it!
on?
2 of them, 3, one moved over.
That is a GOC patch, isn't it?
It looks like it could be.
It
Yeah.
is. Yep. Oh, I
Yeah.
bet this is the ride that was leaving. I bet we just stole the ride.
And save $25.
Yeah.
We're bandits.
This is Henry Kirk here on the right. He's the guy that used to ride the green DRZ with all the sheep skin on it.
Our turn. Don't boot me. Clear right.
Clear. That guy good? Okay. Well, you too then.
I don't know if he was looking at you when
He
you...
was looking right at me. What are you
Oh, was
talking
he?
about? We met eye contact.
Oh, this is where you go to get that Christmas light wrench.
Yes, that's how I found this road. We came out here for the Christmas lights. I was like, this would be a dope motorcycle road.
Because there's a barbecue place like right up here, isn't there?
It's not a barbecue.
Oh, it's not?
like it's kind of like just like a mom and pop restaurant, but apparently it's got
There it is, Popo.
stupid reviews. Yeah, Popo.
Chicken sexy.
Popo's Eats, I think is what it's called. But yeah, it's just got a ridiculous amount of views. Are we supposed to go to that way?
Yes.
Yeah, we were.
The Dawn Strange Ranch.
Damn it. We came in the dark, so this is all kind of new to me. God, that's sketchy. I can see people going off that at night.
Oh, I'm riding my bicycle down these roads.
Did you say bicycle?
Yeah, my road bike. The Tour de Cure was down here one year, these roads. A ride from hell. It was a tough one.
Been down this road, Brad?
This one, no.
Alright, there's some pretty sharp turns in it.
I'll catch up.
David's gonna have a better time on his actual bicycle than his motorcycle.